art people. Today I'm going to teach you how to finger knit, and we are going to do a finger knitting project. So let's go ahead and get our supplies that you're going to need for this video. Okay, so if you are student B, the bear, at your table, go ahead and get the finger knitting reference images out for each student at your table.
Medium, my boy, show me waterfall fingers.
All right, let's go ahead and go over this packet together. So here are just some cool things you can do with your finger knitting project when you're done. You can do it here in class, or you can do it when you go home with your project. Here is just some pictures to show you exactly what I'm going to show you in the video, but if you like looking at the pictures instead of the video, you can figure it out that way if you'd like to. The next page is just some more ideas. You can make a headband with this project. You could make cursive letters with this project for your room at home. You can swirl it together and make an art piece for your house. You can make necklaces, a garland for your mantle. Here's what it will look like when you guys are working. And here's the instructions for how to make a butterfly with it. Alright, now let's go ahead and get our yarn out. So if you are the letter C at your table, the cat, you can go ahead and ask the kids at your table what color yarn they want, and then you can get the ball of yarn for each child.
Bum, bada, bum, bum. Bum, bum.
Okay, now we're actually going to go ahead and get set up to finger weave. So you're going to pick the hand that you do not write with to set up how you're going to weave. So I'm right-handed, which means I'm going to set up my weaving project on my left hand, or my knitting project, I mean, on my left hand. Okay, so you now take the tail of your yarn, that's the end of it, and you're going to stick it between your thumb and your pointer finger, or underneath your pointer finger. It's not going to have to be squished in between your thumb and your finger the whole time, just while we get it started. Get yourself some more yarn and go under your finger, your pointer, over your ring finger, or your middle finger. So under your pointer, over your middle finger, under your ring finger, and over your pinky. So what we've just done by going in and out of our fingers is we've created 2 rings for ourselves. We've put a ring on our middle finger and a ring on our pinky with yarn. So now let's go back towards the left. Under your pinky, over your ring, under your middle, and over your pointer. So now we have a ring on every single finger. Now, don't pull this really tight, because then that will be a little uncomfortable. So keep your rings nice and loose so you can move them around. So you don't want them like that. That's too tight. So get them nice and loosey-goosey so that way we can work with them later. Now, we only have 1 ring on each finger. We need to actually have 2 rings on each finger in order to finger knit. So we're not quite ready to start finger knitting yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back over to the right with our yarn. So let's go under the pointer, over the middle, under the ring, and over the pinky. Now we have 2 rings on our pinky and our middle, but we need to get some more rings. So go under your pinky, over your ring, under your middle, and over your pointer. Now we are all ready to go. We have 2 rings on each of our fingers, and that's what we needed in order to start knitting. So it's really easy. Once you get started, you're going to take the bottom ring on your pointer, and you're going to pull it over the top ring and then over your finger. So over the top and over your finger. There you go. And now you just have 1 ring on that pointer. Now let's do that same thing with our middle finger. So you're going to go to the bottom ring on your middle, over the top ring, and then over the finger. The same thing with your ring. Over the top ring, over the finger, over the top ring, over the finger. And that's it. It should look a little something like that. So you just did some finger knitting. That's awesome. Now to do it again, we have to get set up again. So we've already got 1 ring on each finger, but we need to get our 2nd ring on each finger. So take your yarn and go over your pointer, under your middle, over your ring, and under your pinky. Okay, so we got to go back over to the left now, because we've got 2 rings on our pointer and 2 rings on our ring finger, but we still got to get set up a little bit more because our middle finger and our pinky need another. So go over your pinky, under your ring, over your middle, and just underneath your pointer. Okay, there we go. We've got our 2 rings on every finger, and now we are ready to go. So take the bottom ring on your pointer, just like we did last time. Just how we knitted last time, we're going to knit that way again. So bottom ring, over the top ring, over the finger. Bottom, over top, over finger. Bottom, over top, over finger. Bottom, over top, over finger. And there you go. You did it a 2nd time now. And that's all there is to it. You just copy that. You just keep doing that over and over and over again. And eventually you'll get what it looks like in our magazine. See this on this page? It's the beginning of that right there. You just keep going. And it'll get a lot easier as you go. You probably don't need to hold that little tail there anymore. It probably can hold itself now. So you can stop squishing that with your thumb there. And let's do it again together. Over pointer, under middle, over ring, under pinky, over pinky, under ring, over middle, under pointer. So just over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under. Super easy. And then you just pull the bottom ring off the finger. And that's it. You did it again. So you're just going to continue doing that for however long you want to do it for. Okay, in the next video, what I'll do is I'll show you guys what to do once you run out of yarn on your ball of yarn. All right, and that will come up in the next video, but I'll let you guys work for a little bit here.